All right, Journey fans, welcome back to Pixel Positive Music, and I am here reviewing Journey's latest single, Let It Rain. This song just came out about 30 minutes ago. It is their third single from their forthcoming album, Freedom. So, Let It Rain. This is the third single following The Way We Used to Be, which released last July, and You Got the Best of Me, which released last month. And this song continues the trend of sounding nothing like the previous songs. I guess this one is probably the closest to The Way We Used to Be, which is interesting. I didn't really enjoy The Way We Used to Be at first, but it really came to grow on me the more I listened to it. You Got the Best of Me, on the other hand, I was very positive on that one. It was a very typical Journey track. It sounded more like Revelation era or Arrival era Journey. This song, Let It Rain, is it's very funky. It's got a very strong funk vibe, which makes a lot of sense. Neal, Journey's guitarist and founding member, he has been kind of last year he was teasing Journey's then new rhythm section of Narada Michael Walden and Randy Jackson, who previously was in the band during the Raised on Radio era in 1986 and 87. He was teasing this rhythm section as having like a funkier sound, and since then it does seem like Narada and Randy Jackson have both left the band. They did record this album, Freedom, with the band before they left. So the first two tracks didn't really deliver on that funk-sounding rhythm section. This one does. This is a very different song for Journey. This is it's very slow. It's it kind of chugs along, and has some really great guitar work from Neal. We get very like bluesy, like funky sounding guitars from him throughout the song. Don't really hear much of the keys at all in this one. You Got the Best of Me had a lot of keyboard work, like typical Journey songs do, and The Way We Used to Be, it had some in the beginning and throughout, but nothing heavy. This one, the keys are almost entirely absent. I mean, this is a Neal Schon, Randy Jackson, and Narada Michael Walden led track. Is that a good thing? It remains to be seen. I think that this song is a grower. This is not... it didn't really catch my ear right away. It's just... it's going to be a grower, I think. This is going to be one that I'm going to have to listen to several times to really get used to, which is a big contrast from You Got the Best of Me. But we have a problem with this track. Namely, the mix is awful again. Like, the mix is really bad again. I don't understand why a band of this caliber is having such a hard time with mixing. But it was a problem in You Got the Best of Me. The chorus in that song was pretty hard to understand at times. You have to have pretty high quality headphones to really get the vocals from that song. This song, it's the same situation. The vocals are buried underneath the guitars and the bass and the drums, and I doubt that was intentional. Maybe it was intentional, I don't know, but it's not a really great fit for a band like Journey, who is known for having strong vocals in their songs. So I mean, it's an interesting situation. It's an interesting problem. It's not a new problem. This has actually been going on with Journey for some time in their live shows as well. So we've got this new track. This is the third single from Freedom, which comes out July 8th. So here we are, May 17th. I don't know if we'll get another single from this album. This album has 15 tracks, which is a lot for an album for any band, but especially for a band like Journey. And so I think it's pretty possible that we will get another single, considering how close together this one was with You Got the Best of Me. But I think we're in for a very interesting album from the band at this point. We've gotten 3 very different songs. I mean, very different songs. And So I honestly don't know what to expect from the rest of the album. I mean, are we going to get some rockers? Are we going to get some ballads? It does seem like, based on some track listings, that we will probably get some ballads. Um, what's interesting is the last time Journey did an album like this, that was like 15 tracks, very long, Trial by Fire. And we got a big variety of music in Trial by Fire, which that album was also Journey's first album in a long time at that point, which it had been 8 years since Raised on Radio. This time it's been 11 years since Eclipse. But it was a similar situation where all the songs sounded very different. I mean, Message of Love sounds so much different than a song like Castles Burning or like Forever Blue and things like that, or If He Should Break Your Heart. All those songs sound so different, and so it's interesting that we find ourselves in a similar situation with the band, where it has been 11 years since their previous album, and they are delivering an album that so far is very different. I don't want to say inconsistent, because the talent is there. Neal's guitar work is very good on all three tracks. It's very good on this track. Song styling is just kind of all over the place, and I don't mean that in a negative way. I'll be very curious to see the credits on this album when we finally get it, to look at who wrote what and who did what, because this track feels like a Neal Schon solo track. This sounds like something you would see on one of his solo albums, where he kind of goes a little bit crazy on the guitar and really takes the lead in the guitar. And I mean, you could have this song without vocals and it would just be a great instrumental track. The vocals are basically what makes it a Journey song, and like I said, they're kind of buried in the mix. So yeah, it's Let It Rain is a very interesting song from the guys. I don't think it's a bad song. I don't really think it's a great song yet. It's just different. I think that initial reception to this one from longtime fans will probably be a little bit negative, similar to the way we used to be. But like I said, I think this is a grower. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. I appreciate all of the amazing support I got on my last Journey video. It was my very first video for the channel, so that was just incredible. That video is now crossed 400 views, which is insane. So yeah, I mean, let me know what you guys think about the song in the comments. If you like the video, please give me a like. And if you're interested in hearing more about Journey, other classic rock, and modern contemporary bands, please subscribe to Pixel Positive Music. I've got lots and lots of plans for albums that I'm going to review, things I'm going to cover. I'm going to cover everything Journey does, absolutely. They're one of my favorite bands. And so, yeah, I'll definitely be doing a full-fledged review of Freedom whenever we get it on July 8th. So we have that to look forward to, and if any other singles drop, I will definitely review those as well. So, yeah, I mean, let me know what you guys think. Until next time.